Hey guys, I'm filming this just before the Aquarius new moon, and to be honest, I probably wasn't gonna film a video, but I wanted to because again, Aquarius new moon, doing things that are different. Not that this is any different than what I usually do anyway, but I just wanted to do something extra, I guess. But anyways, this is gonna be a reading on new doors opening. Which one are you going through? Where are you going, basically? So yeah, I've already pre-picked cards. I haven't used as many as I usually do because I figured that I might actually be using too many cards. So again, tiny differences, tiny alterations, things like that. But yes, new doors opening. Where are you going? Oh yeah, the deck you're picking from is the Manara Erotic Oracle. Dun dun dun. First card, first pile. Where are you going? New doors opening. Oh, there we go. Pile 2. New doors opening. Where are you going? Can we have a card I haven't seen before, please? Or at least, you know, for the actual videos. And then pile 3. Here we are. I probably will read these from the book. Depends. We'll see. Okay. Pile 1. Nice. The lightness of being. I believe that's Venus in Libra. And this is what you have. Pile 2, creating a new self. Selena in Libra or Lilith in Libra. I can't remember what the little symbol meant. Oops. But this is what pile 2 is. This is pile 1. And then pile 3, you have for better and for worse. Selena or Lilith. I can't remember again, but I will see in the decks in Aries. And this is what you have. Cute. Please feel free to pick your pile and then we can begin. Alright, cool. I'm gonna begin with the first one and here we are. And then 2 and 3. Cute. Okie dokie. What is this? The lightness of being. Okay, where you are going is where you will be appreciated. You will have, I think, an easier time appreciating yourself first and foremost, but I think you'll also be more gentle with yourself, the way you speak to yourself. You may embody more softness, more kindness, become more sensual. It doesn't matter if you're male, female, or whatever you identify as. You'll just be embodying far more of your feminine energy, in terms of like balancing out masculine and feminine energy, basically. But there will be a bit more of the feminine rising up to meet, well, the sun, I guess. But let's see what this has to say. Card 18. Okay. Card 18, the lightness of being, Anahata, 4th chakra, Venus in Libra. I am like a leaf in the wind. My heart is like a flower in the storm. I am fragile as spring, vulnerable as a butterfly, exposed as the dawn. What happens in life, every single moment of it, is something that cannot be undone and cannot be repeated. It is as intense as we can accept it, but fleeting in its natural impermanence. Everything in life and in love is fragile, light to the point of being unbearable. It doesn't matter if our happiness is merely the fruit of coincidences. It is here, and it is all around us. It can conquer us totally, even if it's destined to go away. Living in the present is the only true freedom, a sublime detached perfection. Well, that's gorgeous. Again, what door you'll be stepping through is the kind of door where I feel like honestly you'll be going into a garden and just appreciating yourself so much more, but also you'll be attracting people who also appreciate you in return for who you are authentically, basically. And if you feel like you're not authentic to yourself by being more soft, actually this is just a call to be softer with yourself, that the authenticity comes from you, not from what you prescribe to, basically, because everything we do, it's a click, I guess. that we ascribe to at the center of. Let me just get my words together before I say something dumb. Okay, everything in the outer reality we ascribe to anyway, so that's not your authentic self. What your soul actually is well, it's made up already. You've made it up somewhere deep within. But the more you spend time on Earth, the more you actually uncover yourself, the more you discover yourself, and what you are discovering right now is a softer version of yourself. That's what I wanted to say. Okay, let's see what your first cards have to say. They are from the normal right away, and we have Nine of Pentacles. Here we are. You just glowing, winning, having a personal glow up in terms of finances. I believe your looks as well, especially if you're going to be embodying a softer, more vibrant, pinky aura kind of thing. So opening up your heart basically. And again with the fourth chakra, that is the heart chakra. So yeah, there's a lot for you here to appreciate, to win, to, well, not really win, but to just embody and receive basically. Because there's nothing for you to prove here. You're already this rich bitch, and if you're a male watching, well, you're already the pinnacle of perfection basically. Well, not that it matters whether you are the pinnacle of perfection, whether you're male or female, but you get what I mean. You get the gist. You already have it all, and if you don't have it all, you're creating it, you're embodying it, you're making it up as you go along. Yes, but like, and so am I right now, but that's how reading happens, to be honest. So whatever you're making up in your mind, trust it, because it's working in your favor, especially where softness is concerned, or grown rather, cultivated. Okay, next card we have is the Hanged Man. And for whatever reason, the Hanged Man actually usually gives me feminine energy. But yeah, again, taking a step back, rethinking things, Mercury in retrograde, basically, but now we're out of it, so we're in the shadow period, and personally, I feel like the shadow period is sometimes worse. But either way, I feel like you will be taking a step back from the more active side of things. You'll be thinking more, you'll be delegating action, you'll be, potentially some of you will turn to meditating, and yeah, you'll just be collecting your energy. I'm collecting your coins too, because you'll literally be collecting your coins, about to fall from the sky for you at this point. I can't even. And then the last one we have from this deck is the Six of Cups. So yeah, a lot of concentration on finances, on glowing up physically, on looking beautiful, on actually revamping yourself, revamping your life. But just in general, it feels like a spring clean, but softer, like without the harshness. So maybe not a spring clean, I guess, but it feels like spring. It feels like things are blooming, they're growing, they're finally taking or taking the winter out, I guess, in one way or the other, but it's softer, it's not harsh. But yeah, you're about to see the fruits of your labor flourish, basically. There will be a lot of communication with people from your past, potentially, for some of you. Take that as it resonates, of course, or at least with people who are younger than you. If some of you work in primary schools or in education system anyway, there will be a lot of well, positive talk there is what I'm gonna leave it as, because there will be a lot of sharing of good moments and things like that. But I do see this more literally right now as communicating with children or with younger individuals than you, basically. But again, you'll be taking a step back from too much responsibility. Actually, fair point, you definitely will be. Whilst yes, you'll be creating your riches, your finances, all of that jazz, you'll be doing it from a more sit back position, basically, from a more receptive mode, where you're not constantly chasing, running. Same with the Six of Cups here. This isn't about running after something that you really want. This is about sitting back and enjoying what you're creating, basically. And this person is giving a cup filled with a white flower, so purity again, sometimes death, because I associate white with death, not black. Black is, well, it's not death. I don't know what the fuck the Western funeral culture thing is, but if someone wears black on my own funeral, if I even have a funeral, because I would like to be cremated, they're not invited unless they're going to be all dressed as the Grim Reaper on tricycles. That would be funny, but why did I just say that? Okay, some of you may be getting more in touch with your inner child in general, but it will just be really fun basically. So whatever energy you're embodying, it's going to get a bit lighter. So whatever door you're stepping through, the portal you're entering right now with the new moon in Aquarius, with just like things in general, these next few months are going to be pivotal because Saturn is going into Pisces, and then Aquarius is what else is going? Oh my god, Saturn is going into Pisces, and Pluto is going into Aquarius. So that's very Jesus energy personally. So it's going to be very interesting, and hopefully there will be no martyrs, because that's just not fun. Sacrificing yourself, no. Feminine energy is not about sacrifice necessarily, it's about acceptance, and acceptance often comes with accepting the deepest, darkest parts of you. That doesn't mean you sacrifice them, it means you embrace them. So again, whatever door you're stepping through, this new version of you is gonna love themselves clearly and softly. And that softness is going to be like a scream to those people who don't love themselves, basically. To them, not to you. To you, it's gonna feel natural, soft, illuminating, basically. But it will make people feel... Jealous is the wrong word, and I don't wish to sow seeds like such anyway. But it will make people feel like you are incredibly lucky, stable, and like they want to be on your level. Okay, next cards we have are from the what is that? The Moon Power Tarot, and we have Page of Swords. Okay. Knight of Cups. Again, softness energy. The Tower. Well, in the Two of Pentacles here. Okie dokie, interesting. Alright, cool. What are we getting here? Yeah, whatever you're doing, the energy you're entering, the door you're stepping through, it's gonna cause some turmoil for other people outside of you. Well, not that there are people inside you, unless you're pregnant, I guess. I don't know. But if there are people who are unhappy with you becoming more stable, more soft, embodying feminine energy, things like that, they will show themselves, basically. They will not stay in the woodworks or out of the woodworks, or whatever. The cat will be out of the bag, basically. That's how I'm gonna say it. And they will have a lot to say. And for some of you, it won't even be behind your back, it'll be to your face, which is probably fair. And then you feel like you have to juggle your current self and then your old self, basically. And I say current because you are becoming more soft. For some of you, you've already become more soft. And I don't mean soft as an insult, like that is just how most people view it usually, and that's just not it, basically. That's all. Softness is kindness, it's strength. Also, being soft in the world that we live in, it's not naive. And quite frankly, yes, there are people who are too nice for their own good, but like being that kind of nice is actually detrimental anyway. And it's called being a toxic empath, because if you're being good to other people but not yourself, if you're constantly putting yourself last, I'm sorry, but that's not nice. Who are you being nice to if that's what you're doing? That's gonna be a wake-up call right there. There is no need to be nice to other people and then put yourself last, and then to brag about something like that as well. I don't know where this is coming from, but like at the same time, it's just like that's not what you'll be doing anymore. That humble is it called humble bragging? And or just pretending, not even pretending, some people actually being martyrs and like being like, oh my god, I am like super humble and all of that jazz, but like fully meaning it. Sometimes that doesn't work in your favor, and it actually doesn't give you the blessings that you do deserve. But that's where you're coming out of, and for some of you, that's going to be a eureka moment, basically. Knight of Cups is also having new ideas, being kinder to yourself, embodying purity energy, but like the kind of energy that is like consistent with just love, basically. But like in the most wholesome and I don't even know how to describe this. Just look at the stream coming out of that cup, basically. The water that's just flowing. It's very flowy, it's fluid, and it just flows. That's it. It's diluvial. And then with the two of pentacles here, what am I getting? Again, shifting between personalities to accommodate other people. I don't think you'll be doing that any longer. I feel like that's what you've been doing, this image here with the Page of Swords before. What is it? Eating your words, doing tricks to make other people feel happier with themselves because you're doing much better, but they're making it about them, and you're just like, there, it's okay. I will dumb down what I'm, you know, what I am, who I am, what I do, because so you can feel better. No, that's not what you're doing any longer, basically. And if there are people around you that make you feel like you have to play small, I can't tell you enough how much that is not healthy and how far you need to go away from people like that. Wow. Where did that go? Last cards we have are from the Spiritual Tarot, and this is just too pretty not to show it every single time. I don't care. But also, you know, if you did want to buy it, I don't know, what the fuck ever, there it is. It has been seen. I don't know if I'm gonna show in every single... whatever, I'll figure it out. But, okay, what we have from these cards is the Magician and the Tower again. Cool. The mentality that enters you, that you enter, will come as a shock, and it may scare some people, but it will actually be healthy because you're going to be very inspiring to people in general to get their shit together. Also, you'll be inspiring yourself. I think you're gonna have a burst of energy out of nowhere to do all of the things you want to do. And I know that sounds weird because doing is masculine, supposedly, you know, but like at the same time, you're going to be doing things to make your life easier so that you can soften, but like, according to plan is the wrong way to put it. You're going to soften, but in a way that actually benefits you, basically. And for that to benefit you, that means you need to get your plans in action, your monetary abundance, things like that. Yes, you will be receiving a lot, but that's not to say that you're not going to be at the forefront as well. Like, you are the one who's creating this bliss in your own life. You are currently receiving it because there's been a lot of momentum to bring it about, basically. So whatever you've done that's culminated, all of that energy is going to be dispersed, exuded from your life into the blessings that you're gonna receive, basically. And that's where I'm gonna leave you. So if this resonated, please feel free to stick around, and if it didn't, well, pick another pile, but I'm pretty sure it did anyway, so there we go. Pile 2, you have chosen the Creating a New Self, and I'm gonna tell you what that little symbol is there in Libra soon, because I keep forgetting. Okay, where are we? Card 25, which is the last card in this deck. So again, going through trials and tribulations, but giving me the world energy, as in this is the end in terms of creating a new self. So you reached the end, and now you're going through a completely new cycle again. So this is a type of rebirth, basically. But here we go. Creating a new self. Manipura, third chakra, Lilith in Libra. Okay, cool. It's Lilith. It's not Selena. I was once the person in front of the mirror, and I will be the person in the mirror. I will shed my shadow like a used skin, and I will surge into a light of my own making. If there is an inner self, it means there must be also an outer self. Sorry. As there are times and situations when one needs to shed the masks and the clothes, there are times to wear them anew. Not the old masks, perhaps, but masks of new purpose and greater will. Masks of power, masks of choice, masks of resourceful independence, masks of beauty. The appearance leads the way and the substance follows. Like a gesture can show an intent, and a decision can open a road. If you want to be what you are, the transformation acts from inner to outer. But if you want to change, the transformation must act from outer to inner. Nice. Some of you may be doing a lot of either mirror talking, makeup stuff, or just in general exercise. This is the vibe that it's giving me. Because if you're changing from the external circumstances into oh my god, if you're changing from the outside to the inside, chances are that you're changing your circumstances, which means kind of forcing yourself to do things that you may feel uncomfortable doing because you're sick and tired of being the same person, basically. So you want new things. And if you want new things, new mentalities, oftentimes, well, you start behaving in different ways, but like you also start moving things around in your own environment to suit the new internal dialogue that you'll be having with yourself, basically. For some of you, communicating in the mirror, so mirror gazing may be very important. What else is there? Yeah, sacral chakra, and is that the yellow one? No, sacral is the orange, isn't it? The solar plexus. That is the manipura. Oh my god, solar plexus chakra is incredibly important for confidence. So what you're doing is building a whole new self for yourself confidently. If you don't have the confidence right now, oh, trust me, you will. And also, I think you are actually potentially not trusting yourself enough, because everybody is more confident than they actually think they are. Even the shyest person behind closed doors, they're probably, well, I was gonna say the kinkiest person ever, but like I don't know about that. But like still, you know, even the shyest person, they have something that they are seriously passionate about that gets them out of their shell. This is it. You're gonna find something. If you already have things, continue doing them, because you're shining, you're glowing, and you will continue to do such a thing, basically. And you're gonna be loud and clear about it too. For some of you, that confidence, I think, is going to take you by surprise. And for some of you, it's not going to take you by surprise, because you've literally been asking, potentially even begging the universe for more confidence, basically. It's coming. It really is. But let's see what your cards have to say about what's coming towards you in terms of these new doors that are opening. What portals are you stepping through? Okay, first cards are from the normal Rider-Waite tarot, and we have the Six of Coins. It's been a long time coming. You delegating what's yes and what's not. That sounds weird. What's affirmative and what's negative. Yeah, it goes by your rules. So what you say goes and what you say stays, basically. 10 of wands, 7 of cups, and the magician. Okay, interesting. You have absolutely every single desire in hand, and you can make it happen. And for some of you, I think you'll be surprised by how confidently you do such a thing. The magician, yes, potent energy on its own, but coupled with the 7 of cups in general, this gives me the vibes that like you literally know what you're doing. Well, for some of you, actually, you probably don't. You're trying your hand at multiple things, but whatever you do, you are really good at it. Whatever those hands touch, you're incredibly good at it, basically. Some of you may have Gemini placements or Gemini in the 5th house, basically, because Gemini in the 5th house is being magical with those hands. Whatever you touch turns to gold, quite frankly. You want to be a masseuse? Congratulations, you've succeeded. Amazing stuff. And you want to paint? What else is there? I don't know. Just doing things with your hands. You'd be amazing at it. Don't think of the dirty stuff, please, because thank you very much. Why did my mind go there? Anyways, 10 of wands, holding on to burdens. I think you'll be letting them go. Actually, if you've had too much responsibility lately, you're gonna learn how to delegate it accordingly so that you don't suffer unnecessarily. Because I think it's necessary for you to know that whilst your confidence is key, that doesn't mean you need to overburden yourself so that you can prove that you are confident to other people. Confidence is not about proving anything to someone else. It's not even about feeling like you need to prove anything in the first place, or that you need to think about what other people think about you and all of that jazz. It doesn't matter. You're confident either way. You step through the door, your energy speaks for itself. It's not even about thinking if you like other people. It's thinking, am I gonna like them? But yeah, for some of you, you've been doing a ton of work on yourself as well, and other people now want the scraps, the cheat sheet, whatever you want to call it, really, because they see you working on yourself, or they have seen. Maybe to them it looked like you were really low down in the past, and like they couldn't help you, like you didn't want any help, or like they just didn't understand how you were gonna get back up from the place that you were at. And then suddenly you looked in the mirror, you looked at yourself clearly, you did the work, you pulled yourself together. And now they're just like, oh, sorry, can I borrow something from you? Can I have some money, please? Can you give me the cheat sheet? What did you do? How did you get here? Basically, for some, this is gonna be positive. It's not gonna be as tragic as I just worded it. But for others of you, there will be like actual leeches who are just like, yeah, help me, because there is. anyways, I don't really like people like that anyway, but please be careful who you give what to, basically, or who asks you for whatever they ask you for. Mind the tone they use, but also discern if they are actually good for you, if they are asking for the right reasons, or if they're just using you, basically. I think you have garnered enough self-confidence, self-trust, and what else is there? The intuition stuff, to be able to tell who's actually like asking for the right reasons and who actually needs your help, rather than those who are just asking you because now you're higher up than them, and they want to make you make themselves feel better by about being lower than you. It's that whole going to a reunion and then I don't know, your bully realizing that now you're so much higher than them in stature compared to them, so they're like kissing your butt. Be careful with people like that, basically. But yeah, a lot of manifestations of yours that you've been sowing seeds for, writing down things like that, they'll be coming true in this new portal that you're entering, basically. And it is technically a portal, I guess, or a door, whatever you want to call it, really. But there will be consequences, but I don't mean that negatively. I mean that in the sense that what you want, you will get. So be careful about what you ask for, because it will turn. I mean, to be honest, everything is a consequence of something else. And consequence doesn't have to be a bad word, but obviously it has a bad connotation attached to it. So therefore, it is a bad word. But like, me drinking water, a consequence of me drinking water is me being hydrated, if you want to look at it like that, basically. But that's just being pedantic. But again, you know, whatever you choose to do, whatever you're manifesting, you will get it. It will come to you. Take that as you will. Be careful what you wish for. That's it. Next cards we have are from the Moon Power Tarot, and we have the King of Pentacles. Okay. King of Swords. Alright then, interesting. A lot of what the fuck? King of Wands? Dude. The Empress. Let me just... what the fuck? Okay, so the first pile was very feminine energy in like a really good way. And not that feminine energy is bad, but well, it can be. Anyways, in a really good way. But what you're embodying is very, very masculine energy here. Either that, or you have options and there are 3 people after you in their masculine energy, basically. But regardless of that, you still have the Empress, and these are 3 kings. Do you know which one's higher? This one, obviously. I don't know why I said that like that, sorry. But what I'm trying to say is that these are kings, right? And there's 3 of them, yes, but this is an Empress. And in terms of balance of energy, you have a high amount of feminine energy here, and then your masculine energy is currently catching up. It's growing, basically. You're literally 1 king away from being an emperor, if that makes any sense to anyone. Obviously not literally, but like figuratively. You're so close to mastering both your feminine and your masculine to align properly, basically, so that you feel as whole as possible. I mean, you're whole either way, but for someone who feels like they embody one energy more than the other, it's looking pretty balanced. Literally 1 king away from it. So if this is, what is it, 54, 40, 46%, that's pretty balanced. It is what it is sometimes. This is it. But sticky. Well, no, oily, that's the word. Yeah, okay. Where are you going? You are going where your tricks will be appreciated mentally, physically, and also just in terms of manifestation. Yeah, oh my god, there's a lot here on manifestations, actually, because all of it, to be honest, is about manifesting. But like, whatever you've been doing is really fucking working. But yeah, and it's going to be seen in the physical. So all of those manifestations you've been secreting in your mind, like juice, like syrup, what else is there? Just the sticky stuff that oozes, basically. Whatever you've been doing, it's gonna work in your favor. It's gonna come out, basically. I was gonna say it's gonna be seen, and I think it genuinely will be seen. It's gonna be appreciated for what you have to offer, basically. Okay, I'm gonna look at the other cards as well because I'm not getting much from these right this second, so I'm gonna look at all of them together. But these are from the Spiritual Tarot, and again, like I said in the first one, they're too pretty not to be seen in every single reading. So there we go. If you wanted to have them, they're called the Spiritual Tarot, whatever. Anyways, the Star, being seen, again, healing, all of that stuff, and then also Death. I love this Death card. It's so pretty. Like, look at it. It's just fucking hilarious. But also, so is the Star. It's so pretty. But Death is just really funny. So there we go. But okay. What am I getting from these? Dun, 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 dun. There is a death to a previous project that maybe you felt like, oh god, well, okay, something was going really well and there may be some kind of transformation of it, basically. No, maybe not a death, but there's a transformation, and it's taught you a lot about yourself, about other people, I guess about other people too, but you're changing the way you're doing something physically, but also online, I think, or at least in front of other people. So you're doing things differently. So if you have a business, there will be some major changes that you'll be doing that will overlap with well, a lot of change, a lot of positive feedback that you've received from clients or stuff like that, basically. So whatever suggestions that have been made that you thought were actually like positive, what is it called, constructive criticism or things like that, there's changes that you will be making, not enveloping, well, that too, but oh, what's the word, embracing, that is the word. So there will be a lot of changes that you'll be embracing, and you'll be becoming incredibly self-sufficient. So again, be careful what you wish for and who you tell what, because you will be at the very top and you will have the power to delegate here. Again though, with all of that responsibility, like with all that power comes a lot of responsibility, and you are in a place of power. So there may be people who try to get you out of this place. I don't think they will succeed, because no, it doesn't work like that. And again, this is new doors you're entering through, and it is about positivity here. So but also there just isn't any negative cards, and also death isn't negative anyway, so there we go. Anyways, be careful how you delegate things, because you will have power, you will have the what's it called, the stomach to do all of the work you want to do on your by yourself, on your own, whatever it is, especially when it comes to creating a new self, creating a new job, hobby, thing, whatever it is you're doing, basically has taken a toll, will take a toll, but it's worth it. It's worth every single risk. It's worth every single failure. It doesn't even have to be a failure. Whatever it is, I mean, failure doesn't exist anyway. Like, whatever you do multiple times, it's just you just need to find a different way to do the same thing, basically. Especially if you really want it. Like, it's not failure. It's just, okay, then this didn't work, but I'm still do it. I'm gonna find a new way to do it, basically. But yeah, you're breaking loops, you're breaking chains, and you're creating new realities for yourself, literally, as we speak. Because you want to, because you can. All those manifestations you've been writing down, and again, secreting, hiding, things like that. Obviously secreting doesn't mean that, and it has nothing to do with the word secret, but it's just funny. Sorry, my language skills popping up because I love English, clearly. But yeah, again, whatever you've been doing, it's coming in the it's taking center stage in your life, because you are letting it take center stage, and you are letting it actually transform right before your eyes into something seriously freaking beautiful that a lot of people are going to appreciate. But I don't think those people will understand, well, some of them will, how much you had to potentially sacrifice to get where you are, but also how much time. I don't even think you will view it as sacrifice. I feel like you would have loved doing whatever you're doing so much that to you it was just a natural next step. And if this means working on your like mental self-concept, and if you've been doing it for like 2 or 3 years, oh, it's paying off. And it's been paying off consistently anyway, but this is gonna be like a big payoff. Sorry, I should probably be showing you these cards instead. Yeah, there's gonna be a big payoff here. It will be seriously big. There are 3 kings here. I don't even know what to tell you. Your finances, your willpower, in terms of like what you want to offer the world, your mentality, everything is aligning for you to have what you want. So again, be careful what you wish for, because you will be freaking getting it. Like, this is seriously powerful. I don't know in what language to tell you. You will get it. You will be at the top. The Empress here. You will be enjoying the fruits of your labor. Well, you know, for the most part you will be enjoying. For the other part you will be working on it. But I feel like even that part, you're gonna be like, yeah, that's necessary. I'm cool with that. Like fully aware of what I have to do. So yeah, this is where I'm gonna leave you. And thank you for being here. Feel free to watch more videos, and if this resonated, please like, comment, and whatever it is, I don't know. But yeah, thank you. See you. Pile 3, you have chosen for better and for worse, and this is shit, how did I forget again, even though the previous card had it. Lilith in Aries. Cute. This is where you're getting. For better and for worse. Okay, why does this sound like marriage or some kind of relationship going? Sorry, my head is itchy, and like that makes really no sense. So I'm assuming it's one of those weird things that tarot readers say, where it's just like, oh, my head is itchy because I'm receiving and downloading messages and stuff. I don't know if that's true, but oh, it stopped now. Never mind, it's fine. But it has nothing to do with hygiene, is what I will assure you. Because why am I so fucking sassy? Anyways, for better and for worse, you're gonna take it as it is, and you're gonna enjoy it basically. But where are you going? Damn, you're going to a serious. Honestly, I do feel like some of you will be going into a relationship, and let's see, whatever happens happens. But I'm just gonna read it from here because I don't want to guesstimate stuff, but from what I'm gathering anyway, there's some serious relationshipy stuff going over there. 16, there we are. The awkward smile. I don't know why I'm like this in this reading, but anyways, for better and for worse. Anahata, 4th chakra, so I believe that is the heart chakra, because it's green, you know. Lilith in Aries. I made a vow for better and for worse, but I didn't truly believe it until the worst came. What? Until the worst come, and I had to decide if what I said with all of my heart was true or false. The responsibility of a relationship is an echo of the marriage vow. It brings to each partner a right and a duty bundled together. It is called trust, maybe. The right to be supported, listened to. The duty to support and listen. In difficult times, this responsibility is a chain that can break a person, but it can also remake the person anew. In happy times, the responsibility is subtler, as we often forget that joy must be met with joy. It is a difficult and rewarding journey, that of a couple. The key is to face it together and enjoy it together too. Okie dokie. For some of you, you're in a relationship. If you're not in a relationship, you may be transitioning, transforming yourself, getting ready to enter a new cycle with a partner, basically. But yeah, whatever the case is, I don't know, there may be an argument, there may be some kind of conversation here that needs to be had, that will be had in this new chapter of your life, where the status of the relationship will be discussed. Basically, if it's not a romantic relationship, whatever the relationship is, it will be ascending to the next level. So if you are, I don't know, if it's a familial relationship, you will become closer. Basically, there will be more appreciation there, but there will be a tough conversation for some people here, something to do with boundaries, I expect. And yeah, for better and for worse, again. For some of you, you may have had the worst happen, or the worst rather happen already, and now you're trying to pick up the pieces, basically. So this next chapter, wherever you're stepping through, the portal, the door, whatever it is, this version of you is now able to actually work out whatever's happened that's been less than savory, I guess, but spiteful, not peaceful, just whatever it was. You now have the guts, the courage, whatever it is, to work it out, and you will be communicating with other parties involved to actually work this scenario case out, basically. Okay, new doors opening, and where are you going? Okay, first cards we have are from the new, oh my god, the normal Rider-Waite tarot, and we have the Star again. A lot of healing, so don't worry. Well, I can't tell you not to worry, but I can give you confirmation that things are actually working out the way they're meant to. So if you are like in the oh gosh, in the depths of despair, in hell, if it feels like everything is crumbling, there's healing at the end of the tunnel. Please continue. Basically, don't give up now. Again, the World with the next card we have here, again, closing chapters, starting new cycles. there's a relationship here that is being healed, but also your own relationship with you, there's a lot of healing here, so it's working, it's fine. Just don't do things that you may regret later, basically. Two of Wands and also Four of Swords. Okay, if you need to take a break, okay, for some of you this may be an actual marriage or some kind of relationship. If you feel like you are called to take a break, take a break. It will be beneficial. A new cycle will open up in this relationship anyway, or some other relationship, I don't know. There will be a new cycle that opens up though. If this needs to end, it will. There is nothing that will stop the ending, basically, if it needs to end. And I think some of you know whether or not it needs to end. So if there's a little niggling sensation telling you that it needs to go, you gotta let it go peacefully. But if there's a sensation in you that says no, it's like it's not meant to end, it's not, and you're not doing it because you want control over the other person, sorry, or people, I guess. You do it because you actually, like, you feel physical, literal love, but healthy love, the kind where you're not forcing people to stay with you, but rather embracing it wholly and understanding that you are whole, they are whole, and they can stay of their own volition because they also love you to the same degree, then it can stay. But again, if this isn't a relationship thing, then whatever it actually is, the door you're stepping through, literally a freaking portal. I've been talking about stepping through new portals, and here you are with the World card literally doing that. And with the Two of Wands as well. Whatever you are going will benefit your mind incredibly well, basically, because the Four of Swords is taking a mental break from something. The Two of Wands is going or waiting for your ships to come, to be honest, but at the same time choosing a direction. Where do you want to go next? You might be also planning your next holiday for some of you, because this could be physical movement as well, like physically going to another country or somewhere else, basically. So for some of you, this move, where you're going next, is a literal thing. It's not a figurative thing. In the previous readings, it was definitely figurative. But yeah, the doors opening for you have a lot to do with what you've done internally to actually open these doors. So I feel, well, what I mean by that is I feel like you have been the one opening these doors. For some of you, you've been scratching wounds, opening wounds instead of actual doors, and now you got to work out how to deal with those, because you've been digging deep into the past. Maybe you found out something well, rather unsavory here. Maybe someone cheated. I don't know, I'm covering the bases, but at the same time, maybe someone did something and a secret came out, basically, and now you're just like, fuck, how do I deal with this? Whatever it is, you will find a way out. Basically, you're finding the way out. You're literally going where you're meant to go. So if it feels unsavory in the moment, I promise you it does get better. This didn't exactly go where I expected it to, but it gets better. It's cool. Moon Power Tarot, we have the King of Cups. Funnily enough, the previous pile had all the other kings, so here's the King of Cups now for you. The emotion was saved for you. Queen of Wands. Okay, interesting. The Six of okay, yeah, Six of Wands. Okay, that's good stuff. Really good stuff. And then Justice. If there has been cheating in this relationship, that's what I'm gonna call it, in this reading. And if you are not one of the people here, if you do not resonate with the King of Cups or the Queen of Wands, and this is a third party thing, let them go, because you have really good things coming towards you, and every party involved will get their just desserts. And if that means that this relationship has expired, that it will work itself out. I was gonna say that's fine. Maybe it's not, it doesn't feel like it, but at the same time, for someone this will resonate. Leave it alone, because you have a lot of blessings coming towards you. And for some of you, this person in this, whatever this is, they're not meant to be in the new door. They're not meant to go through the new door. They're not even meant to be allowed through the threshold of this new door, basically. For others of you, because this obviously wouldn't resonate for everyone, I think, but okay, what happens here? For those of you that the relationship stuff doesn't resonate, I feel like you're opening your eyes to how successful you can be, and how you've been treated before, basically, and how you've made decisions based on head and heart, but like how the way you're making decisions basically is going to change, and it's going to involve, oh my god, it is going to involve a lot more faculties than just your heart. Basically, you're going to add your head to the mix, or your heart to the mix, if you've been using one or the other more often, basically. But, well, actually, good point. Yeah, if you've been using your head too much, now you're going to start incorporating emotion. You're going to start thinking and dreaming about what you want to do with your life. For better and for worse, you're going to get what you want, basically. But I feel like you're moving away from something that just wasn't serving you. Whether it was a romantic relationship or some other relationship, you've been doing a lot of healing. The new chapter that you're entering involves you healing yourself and also going to places that serve you. For some of you, this means some of you might be dumping the ashes of someone who has died. Sorry. Well, my condolences rather, because I didn't do anything. So, anyways, sorry. That's not the. Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna stop. There's a tiny stork-like creature here that I've never in my life seen before. Okay, can you even see it? I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, it's cute. It's a little birdie stork-like looking thing, and it's just minding its business on the tree, and I don't know, it just gives me the idea that, you know how storks have the babies, and that's what you tell little children, that the stork brought you to me, kind of thing. Some of you may be making up stories like that to deal with young children, I guess. Uncertain. Okay, where are you going? Steps that you're taking forward. Whatever you're doing, you'll be looking at things for a more heart-centered space, but at the same time you will have your magnifying glass to your eye. You will be using your head, basically. So again, you'll be making decisions for yourself and for other people, but you'll be doing it very I was gonna say the opposite of recklessly / nonchalantly. Basically, you'll be doing it with a lot of thought behind it. It will be very thoughtful, but also heartfelt. So the decisions you make, if you have decisions to make for like a whole family kind of thing, you'll be making the correct decisions here. And you will be incredibly successful at making these decisions. If you're planning to move abroad, go. It's a good time to go. Make sure that your finances are in order, because I don't know why this one is giving me finances and stuff. I feel like you are fine finances. You are definitely fine, but you do need to get some things in order, basically. With this one, the Four of Swords is usually someone who's resting, yes, but you have to have the, what is it, the resources to be able to rest. And for some of you, you are restless and you do need to rest, but like at the same time you don't know how to rest anymore, because everything is, well, it's not falling apart, but it has felt like it's been a battle, basically. And if the worst has already occurred, the only place to go now is literally up. The only place to go physically is probably a different place. So if you're moving, make sure that you have everything with you that you actually need, so that you don't have to return again and feel like an open wounds again, basically. If this is because this person does look a bit dead, so if this actually has anything to do with what is it, putting people to rest. Oh, that's an interesting take. Putting people to rest, and then the world closing cycles, opening new doors. Okay, you may have put someone to rest recently, or you may be putting someone to rest soon. Oh shit, well, I don't know how to deal with this, to be honest. But you'll know how to deal with it. You'll figure it out. So that's all I'm gonna tell you. You already know what's going on. You already know how to move forward here. For better and for worse, you have already figured it out. I feel like you're one of those ride or die people who knows that they'll stick by well, the truth at the very least, but that you stick by the traditional rules. Well, you know, play around when needs be, but you have your own moral compass. And you are going the places that you want to go. You are going the places that will feel safe, and that will actually make other people feel like they are connected as well, and safe too, because you will not make reckless decisions. So whatever you're doing, if there has been someone passing, and you know, if tough times are here currently, you work it out. you're the best person for the job, I guess, but you literally, you know what you're doing. Even if it feels like you don't, you know what you're doing, and it's working in your favor. Well, as much as something can go in one's favor, but like the Six of Wands is success. And for some of you, it's success that's seen by multiple people as well. She has an extra eye clip over there. So yeah, and again with the magnifying glass here, eyes could be important here. And she has a moon underneath her eye too. So yeah, you may have multiple eyes in different places. Get very spy-like, I guess. But yeah. Oh yeah, you may have many more hands. Oh my god. You have your hands in multiple pies, and you also have your eyes on multiple well, blingy items. I don't know what to call it, but your eyes are everywhere basically. Last two cards we have are from the spiritual tarot. Oop, falling apart. Well, not really, but coming out of its box. The spiritual tarot, if you know, it's too cute not to be seen basically. But we have the Lovers, nice, and Strength. Alright, so this might actually be a relationship that some of you are definitely going through. I can't, well, I already said leave it be, and then for some of you, continue to be there. Again, you have the discernment. For some of you, you will stay in this relationship because you know the love is strong, literally. But also, this is what you know. So this is where you'll stay for some of you. But like, please, I beg you, if it's an unhealthy relationship, if it's something that's seriously toxic, if there's a domestic abuse, anything like that, honestly, that's not all you can know. That is not something that you need to stay in. So be careful there, because again, if you need to leave, if it feels unsafe, all of these cards are literally, I'm not even gonna, like, what even, all of these cards are literally saying that you need to go somewhere else, and that this move will be supported. If it's a healthier, well, relatively healthy relationship, but like it's on the it's currently on the downer rather than the upper, it will get better potentially. I feel like you decide where it goes from there, though. You have the answers you seek. So whatever this new door you're stepping through, well, it has its problems, not gonna lie, but I feel like you signed up for some challenges, and you're here for it. It doesn't matter if it's good or bad. You are literally a powerhouse, and you're gonna be making the choices to stay strong. Because the Lovers doesn't have to be just about love. It's about making headstrong decisions that actually have the heart involved as well, but sticking to those decisions as well once you make them. So whatever you are doing, you're doing the right thing, but you need to trust yourself. So I think the door you're entering through right now, where you're going, is to a place where you actually learn to trust yourself so much more than you already have before, basically. Your confidence will be fluctuating, I think, for some of you, with the Four of Swords here, and then also, yeah, I'm getting doubt vibes purely because of this card, to be honest. But whatever you are doubting, there is no need to doubt it, basically. Please trust your intuition, because there's enough here to suggest that your intuition knows. If you feel like there's something shady, or you know, deep down inside you know. If you feel like it's healthy, cool, all's well, you're doing great. But again, if you feel like something needs to go, it needs to go. Cycles need to change here. And you are the only one who's been upholding the previous stuff up, basically. So if you're the person who has the most responsibility, this is your chance to actually showcase why you have this responsibility. And I don't mean that in the sense that now you need to prove to people that you are strong and blah blah blah, because no, you don't. You really don't. But you do need to look after yourself, basically. And if you have any dependents, them too, I guess. But yeah. And there is a couple here. I keep being drawn to it, but I don't know what to say about this couple. Attractive, overly emotional. That's what I'm getting. But either way, if it's you, you have your if it's just one person rather than two parties being together, I mean, if it's not a relationship, if it's just the you listening to this video, or someone you're involved with, this is a person who is very attractive, potentially overly emotional in some cases, but at the same time using your charm to get what you want. This can be slightly manipulative, actually. This mix right here. This is a very interesting reading. I don't know how I got here, but okay. you know what you're doing, so you do you. Yeah, the doors opening for you, the kinds of doors where, well, personally I would rather stay closed, but shit. But like, yeah, I don't know why I'm going on with this reading anymore, because like it's pretty clear that you know what you're doing, and I'm gonna leave you with that basically. But again, please trust yourself. That's the main message here, basically, that you need to trust yourself. So you know what's going on behind the scenes, literally. So you gotta go where you're being called, basically. You definitely do. I'm gonna leave you with that. If that resonated, please feel free to stick around and watch more videos. That is it. Thank you for being here. So yeah, thanks.